Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm so excited to be here today to present day number 5 to you of the Spring Around Ephemera Challenging collaboration. I am lucky enough to be participating in this challenge with a bunch of really talented, awesome artists. And I'm super excited because it is my day to create something for you, and my prompt is Seedling. So just to let you know, this collaboration consists of Release the Crafted, Pink Oddbird, myself, Terrific Tomes, Bellaboo Creations, Serene Bookworks, and SB Artistry. So let's get started on doing something fun to do with a seedling. So I did think a little bit about this before I decided to get started. I want to sort of think about, what does a seedling bring us? It brings new life, right? And I'm thinking about the things that kind of go along with that. How can we tell a little story and make this a little artistic? So what I'm thinking about, I want to make just like a journal card, kind of like a collage. I've gone ahead and I've covered it in some of my cabbage dyed paper to create a background. So I was thinking about when you plant a seed, what other kinds of things are seeds? How does life begin in different ways, and what would be nice in springtime? So I took out this little golden guide to butterflies and moths. I'm sure many of us have these butterfly guides. And initially I was thinking about a monarch butterfly, but then I found this butterfly, the queen, who resembles the monarch but is smaller and darker brown. So this is a slightly less appreciated butterfly than the monarch. So let's feature this monarch. There's some beautiful milkweed here. I'll probably try to use all of this. And then I was thinking about a plant that, butterflies really love, and that is nasturtiums. They definitely love nasturtiums. It's very hard to keep caterpillars away from nasturtiums. So I'm planning to kind of think of how these things are born together. How do they come to life together? So I think that the pupa and the seed, they go together. The caterpillar is going to be kind of the bridge between the two, and then the plant and the butterfly go together. So what I'm planning to do is just kind of start this scene underground and then have it kind of come to life. I'm planning to use, to create this, I want to create a little area that nothing that I'm going to, no medium can go into. So it's going to need to hold the seed and the pupa. So I think, we need this little area here. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw sort of like a little area that this is where the seedling would begin. And I'm going to just kind of think about the seedling and what would be going on down here. Now, I've been really wanting to use this medium. It's Rust Effect paste from Finnabar, Art Extravaganza or whatever, Art Extravagance. Oh, I should mention also the other book is the Herb Bible. That's where I got the nasturtium image. So I'll just get those out of the way. And then what I want to do is I think I want to try this rust medium to create like the soil here. So I'm just going to go ahead and start to use a palette knife to just kind of spread it down. Now, this stuff does feel sandy and strange to use, but it dries really nicely and it doesn't flake away or anything. So it might feel a little bit weird and not the most fun to use at first. Well, it's fun to use, but you might be like, oh no, is this gonna all fall off of my work? No, it isn't. Just don't go caking it on too much. So we're gonna follow our outline here somewhat. Perfection not required. Okay. And this is going to require drawing time, definitely, but we might be able to work on a couple of other things while we do this. So I'm just going to pause for a moment and finish the ground. All right, so now I just want to do a little bit of shading in here. with some vintage photo because this is still underground and earthy. I might actually use one of my makeup brushes because that might make it a little easier to just get in here. Just get all in this area here. And I'm not worrying about like getting every last little bit. I actually might leave a little bit of it kind of bright. Okay, so now that we've shaded, I think I'm satisfied with that because I still want it to be a little like of a highlight, right? We don't want to lose that completely. So now I want to cut out my pupa and I want to try to get it without doing a whole lot of damage to anything else on this page, which I don't think will be too hard. And I'll try to get the little stem as well. Okay, so we have our pupa, and I want to just have the pupa maybe hanging here. This is easier. We're going to grab the little nasturtium seed here, this little seedling, and just fussy cut it out a little carefully. Okay, and then there's the little stem. There we go. Okay, so now we need a bit of glue so that we can add these. And because they're just little fiddly bits, I'm going to use art glitter glue. We'll have the pupa just hanging here. And the little seedling, just got to get that little stem. It will be growing out of the ground right here. Okay. And then I will come in again with my ink, if I can find my ink dauber. Oh no, over here. Okay. Like, where did I put my ink dauber? Just to kind of... There we go. Just a little more inking. Alright, so then we have the seedling and the pupa. Now we need the bridge, which is going to be the butterfly and also this milkweed. I'm hoping I can maybe make use of it because milkweed is such an important part to the life of a butterfly. And also I think it will give some nice little bit of like something other than just the nasturtium. So I'm just going to snip the edge of the paper off. Let's see if I could make use of that here. Come back to it though because we're not 100% sure yet. I'm just going to cut out our beautiful caterpillar here. And I'm not going to worry about trying to save his antenna. I can draw them in after, because it's almost impossible to cut around the antenna of a butterfly or a caterpillar. So I'll cover that spot there. He'll be our bridge, okay? Now I need my nasturtium because that's going to be what is actually growing on out of the ground. And I'm not going to try to like super fussy cut around here. I'm going to ink this so that it just kind of isn't as bright. But also I think maybe doing a highlight around it might be nice anyhow. We'll just cut in here because this is the part that I need to be sort of coming on up out of the ground. So that'll go about like this. This is like kind of a collage, really. Okay, so this is our little bridge here. Now let me just see what colors of ink I have on hand that I could use. I think I have.
Just a moment.
Oopsies.
Here are some ideas for what to eat.
I think I have some good ink for this. I might try salvaged patina around the edges of this, just to kind of bring a bit of color in here. I just don't want to go too, okay, looks okay. So we'll just color the background, the white background did with some salvaged patina, because that will make it kind of blend in with the sky sort of cabbage dyed paper we have in the background, make everything less white. Okay. Now we will go back to this and start gluing, I think. So I think we can glue the milkweed on first. Oh, my glue bottle wants to be difficult, of course. Where's my little pin? My big pin will do. Okay. Whenever you're trying to hurry, these kind of things always happen, right? Okay. I'll glue this down. And that rest medium actually dried way quicker than I thought it was going to, so that's great. It didn't make everything difficult. Now I think I'll leave the front of that standing up because I have a feeling it might need to partially touch this plant. Can't remember when I laid it down if they were on top of each other. Okay, so let's just put this here. Maybe like have it just ever so slightly touching the pupa. Okay. That can all lie right down. Perfect. Art glitter glue does seem to sit down on top of the rest, which is good. I was kind of worried that it might not, but it seems okay. Let's cut the excess off and we'll get rid of this icky page. Okay, and then we will come in with, let's see if this Sharpie is still, yeah, it's still okay. So we'll come in here with just a little. Sharpies do not like to write on top of cabbage dyed paper. I've seen that a couple of times now, but that's not too bad. Now we need to get the butterfly. And then you could also use the description here of the queen. You could also use the plant label of the nasturtium or a little information snippet to make this even, you know, more of like more like a specimen card or like a science kind of, you know, card. Just cut around this delicate little body here. All right, and we'll have her just kind of sailing up and away. She's the sort of the end of the story. But also the beginning of one. So that's kind of lovely. Okay, yay. Now, I think what I will do is use my black distress ink to just outline this and give it a nice outline. I don't think we really need it on the bottom, but just around the top image. Okay, there we go. So this is my prompt today for Seedling, day 5 of our Spring Around collaboration. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while we worked on this Seedling prompt and created this fun journal card. I hope it gives you some inspiration to create some nice spring ephemera. And tomorrow you will be with Shayna at SB Artistry for her prompt. So make sure to check out all the other channels just in case you need the reminder. Here they are, and I will also link them in the description box below. Have a really lovely spring day. Bye for now.